Alright, I interrupt this broadcast to send you Metroid Prime 3 with your favorite streamer, Trilightning. Hopefully, I am your favorite streamer. If you have subscribed, hopefully I'm your favorite streamer. Well, I'm just chipping away at it as usual, and I'm hoping that one day my videos will just hit. As usual, we are back with Metroid Prime 3. Last time, we did a Brio. God damn it. My command center is disorganized. Last time we did a Brio. And... how that sounds wrong. Yeah, we went to Brio. And we started off Brio. We upgraded our ship. That was literally the last thing we did, is upgrading our ship, and we're going to continue in Brio to try to destroy the Leviathan core. So yeah, I'm going to get rid of the music real quick, and we're going to move over. Here we go. Allow me to delve into Metroid Prime 3. Please allow me to delve into it. Starting tomorrow, we're going to stream Pokemon Legends CA. The game will be in my collection. We are already at 70% after the first stream. It's actually insane. Hopefully Pokemon Legends CA will flutter into my possession earliest tomorrow morning. Yeah, my stomach issues are gone basically today. I have no idea what it was yesterday, but I think I can safely say it's gone. I've had a little bit of it during the night too, but after basically, you know, getting some tea today, I got some tea today while working and decided to pipe down a bit. Yeah, okay. I understand the assignment. Yes, I understand the assignment. Please. But yeah, ever since yesterday, I'm basically it's basically fully recovered. I decided to take it a little bit easy, you know, get some tea, get some light crackers and stuff, and we just had some pumpkin soup, which you can actually look at on my Blue Sky. I just posted it, and you know, a little bit of a light soup to finish it off, and then you know, I think I'm fully recovered now. I don't feel any pain for right now, so I haven't felt any pain the entirety of today, so I think maybe, hopefully it's gone. You know? Oh yeah, it's over there. I don't know if there's anything I can really do in this room. Huh. Maybe we'll have to come through the other entrance, and it's for later. It looks fine on your end, right? Yeah, it should be. We're not dropping frames or anything. This game is relatively cool with the way it handles everything. I have to say, I kind of like it. It's obviously very straightforward and probably not the hardest to navigate. This will probably be moving through a lot of these areas really quick. I don't think there's also like a real big challenge somewhere. I think some of the bosses can be challenging. But I honestly don't think they are really that challenging. I could have just entered the ship and just flown away, right? Yeah, I'm such a dumbass. Just walking back to the ship when I could have just entered it and flown away. That's on me. That's honestly on me. Well. Let's have it land. Come on. Come on.
Data received.
I like Samus's ship, by the way, in this one. Like, all of the new elements of this game feel so great, honestly. So yeah, let's go back to the fiery Airdock and blow shit up. Right? Let's blow shit up. I don't know if we'll finish Brio today. It would be kind of a neat... It would kind of put a neat little bow tie on everything if I finished it today. But we'll see. Brio 2 streams, Elysia 3 streams, maybe. I don't know how that even works. Yeah, we could be in 7 or 8 streams and could finish it. If we go at that pace, really. Fuck you. Okay, I can't enter this one. I don't fully remember. This requires a red beam. Website alpha. Weren't we in that room? I don't fully remember it, but yeah. There was enemies here, right? Yeah, okay. Oh, you guys are new here. There was like Brio enemies and not space pirates. I mean, space pirates are also okay. I think this thing being frozen over is not a great thing. We'll have to go on the normal path. This game has a little bit of a backtracking problem, I have to say. Because through some areas you will definitely need to go multiple times. You know? The game will force you through some areas multiple times with new equipment. God damn it. Can you stop repositioning? They can shoot you in the face. Since when are these things here? These weren't here the last time. Alright. Fuck you. Alright, we're going to save at every point we can. Yes, please. We fought Rondas the last time we were here, and he's gone now, sadly. Dark Sam has claimed him, so, you know. I have a feeling they have put more random enemies into some of these areas. What is this again? Cannon base is still under construction. The unit appears to be nearing completion. Oh, they're actually bringing on like defensive weapons. I'm having trouble hitting enemies in this one. I swear to God. And I just... What is the jammer here? This thing, right? I hate how much health they have. Alright, let's get to it. Let's grapple this bullshit. And then we send the command. There's another one. There we go. Literal dickheads. Like, they were efficient too. Like, they were super efficient because, like, we were here like just a second ago. We weren't like away for long. You know? And they literally sent up, they wanted to set up like an offensive like position here, perimeter, and a cannon. They are quick about this. Damn it. Alright. My main beam does so little damage, it feels like. I have to hit them so many times. There you go. Let's blow that sucker up. Oh. My stream drop. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know. The overlay is telling me contradictory things. I don't know. Alright. First one is destroyed, second one is coming up. Hope they didn't all respawn. Of course they did respawn. They built, literally, they built one arena and then made 15 arena fights for it. Fuck it. I'm going to fucking destroy you and your armor. I mean, we do have the Hyperbeam to fall back on if we ever get annoyed. Which is like a good thing, right? Like, it's a good thing that we have the Hyperbeam. Whenever we get annoyed by the enemies, we can just blast through them with the Hyperbeam and be done with it. I hate this. This burning gel bullshit is annoying. say the least. Like, where does this even go? Let's zoom out. This is a weird shortcut, I have to say. A little bit. But okay. I mean, sure. This is a game I might actually 100%. By the way. We came pretty close with Metroid Prime 3. Metroid Prime 2. And this is one I might actually 100%. Alright. Thanks to our ship. We can now go to Thorn Jungle. There was this one thing. There was like this one door that we could blast open with our ship. That we couldn't blast open because we basically went there too early. Alright. So yeah, we went here and we can now continue here in this area. There's a second reactor here and we have to blow it up. Fuck you guys. And we're going to send the attack order. And there we go. Pretty cool, right? Oh, more dickheads. What up, dickheads? There you go. And you guys are weak against ice, right? No? Assault Pirate Trooper. Armor deflects missile attacks. Vulnerable to beam weapons. Okay. We're doing this bullshit again, huh? Great. Now we can move on in this area too. And get our deserved rewards. Alright. Hoping for the best, guys. Hoping for the best. I think, yeah, we are pretty close. Then we have to go to these two areas here in order to turn off something, and then we are almost done, I feel like. And then we have a boss fight. Really? What the fuck are you? What the fuck is this? Morphology Cororak beast. Tongue and mouth are sensitive. Belly sometimes vulnerable from the ground. Let's yank your chain. I think this game relies a little bit more than the previous games on rapid fire, because I feel like my charge beams don't do that much unless I rapid fire. Like, once I rapid fire, I think it does more than the charge beams ever could on enemies. You know? It does feel faster if I'm just rapid firing all the time. I don't know if that's the intended way to play, but that was not something in the previous games. I think charge beams were the option to use in the other games. Save. There's something behind me. Yeah, there is. Alright. Let's open this up. The Haunted. Okay. This also gives us a missile expansion. Is welcome. And let's read the data book, the logbook entry for Brio data. Age of War. Out of sight for most of Brio, but they grew. Downfall. Look now to the time of battle. Tribe against tribe. See fertile land swept clean of all living things by arcane nightmares or the hellish blast of science. See the giant stone Moganars do battle, destroying the land with their titanic blows. And hear the undying scream of a planet wrecked by darkest war. The battles waged endlessly, and the resources needed to sustain our war machines were great. Brio too had become a casualty of the war. The air was filled with the smoke of battle and the soil soaked with the toxins of pollution. Calamity after calamity visited the folk of Brio until a world once known for wonders became a scarred husk under the stars. Only a small region remained habitable, and into it the survivors went, bringing the war with them. Victory. We, the Lords of Science, mishandled the use of our knowledge. The devastation of the war robbed us of the rare resources necessary to fuel our war machines. Without the machines, we were unable to stand up to the primal armies, and they overran the enclaves of so many science lords. What few remained fled into the dark places, polluted wastelands. Even the bravest of primal warriors would not dare enter. Whatever joy there may have been amongst the victorious was quickly stamped out by the grim reality surrounding them. Brio, their cradle, their sacred home, was on the verge of death. Should we read the rest? I think I'm going to keep off, and we're going to go back to it once we find more. But yeah, there's another thing. But if I call my ship here to attack, this happens. And we're off again.
Samus, there are 2 anti-aircraft turrets protecting the generator.
Alright.
Your ship will not be able to get a clear shot while those guns are active.
I have seen that. So yeah, there's 2 turrets we have to take out, which... I mean, there's 2 paths we can take here. Second, what? It's a gates. Okay, we're going in this direction. Am I overlooking something? Oh. I can get so many more shots in when I'm... Like, I can get so many more shots in when I'm rapid firing like crazy. And the charge beam does like, what, 3 times the damage of a regular shot? So it's not 100% worth it. Okay. Oh. There we go. These fuel cells are no belong to us, right? It's actually funny. Okay. The fact that we're fighting mostly space pirates is also something that is like weird in these games, because usually everything's so varied, but then we are fighting space pirates directly, you know? Okay, lecture me on the operation. Anti-air cannon Tiamat online. Operate the underside valve to open all the ammunition chambers. How did none of my missiles hit? How would I operate this? Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, we need to blow up their fuel source here. For this cannon. So we basically operate this. And then we blow up the fuel containers. There it is. All right. That was number one. Fucking space pirates. It's very interesting that we're having direct confrontations with the space pirates, honestly. Because that is not something that we usually have in Metroid games. Unless like Super Metroid. But most Metroid games, space pirates are like some of the higher level enemies at the end. Although I don't know. We're having a lot more squabbles with organic enemies especially in the beginning. If you catch my drift. If I'm drifting, you know. Alright. Let's go. I think there might be a container of sorts here. already. Ship missile expansion acquired. Number of missiles your gunship can carry has increased by 1. I don't remember what that was for, the gunship missile thing. Alright. Okay, drones. Those are like very light traps, honestly. They won't go down without a fight, huh? Oh yeah, let's yank this away. The reason I'm taking care of these so quickly with the Hyperbeam is there we go. Because these space pirates will yank it into place again. The ones you already yanked out of place. And they will do that. That's why I made sure to kill them very, very quickly with the Hyper Beam. Just so they cannot act at all on this. And they have to give me free reign, you know? This is a weird plaza. What is back there? I think I actually do want to know what is back there. Energy generator can power large devices. This unit may be moved to a new location. Let's remember that the energy generator was there. God damn it. Because we might need it at one point. We might have to come back to Brio like this. The game requires this sometimes. We might have to come back to Brio and with a later ship upgrade we can, I don't know if it's a spoiler, but we can grab large objects and relocate them to somewhere else. So, you know. We might be coming back. Okay, this seems like it is doable. No? What is this mechanism up there? Don't disc is rotated shut. Unable to pass through tunnel while disc is in its current position. How do I get back up there? I just don't. That's not fair. Come on. Ah. Do I make the effort? We're going to come back here later. Fuck it. We're going to come back here later.
Data received.
Now we attack the second generator. There was an energy generator there, and we probably will be back in this area again. We can pick the thing up we saw back then. There and then, you know. Okay. We did it. We broke the shield to the Leviathan.
The destruction of the generators has disabled the Leviathan shield. The seed is now exposed.
Yup.
You must fly there and find a way to destroy it.
Exactly. Small little buggers. You know what? I don't care. It's actually crazy how strong hyper mode is, by the way. Okay, here we are. That means we're finishing Brio today, definitely. And we'll get a small glimpse of Elysia. Alright, let's... By the way, one thing that I want to check real quick is... Did this? Oh no. I think it was one of these buttons, right? Okay, that's the deck. Biohazard scan. Status corrupted. Phazon level 10%. Well, that's not great. Got the Brio seed. To the Leviathan seed, and we're going to be landing inside and getting a boss battle. Nice. Very Phazon-y. Ew, those membranes. I don't like them at all. I remember you, I think. It's like a statue from Brio come to life through Phazon. I found the boss battles in this game particularly interesting, even though like they're different for Metroid standards. Morphology, Moganar, ancient Reptilius war golem. Orbs appear to be source of power. Yeah, okay. You can like shoot these orbs. And he switches them around sometimes too. And we need to do that for all of them. Okay. Okay. Let me quickly scan again. Shattered Orb has exposed the Phazon core. Overload the core with Phazon energy to destroy it. Yeah, okay. They give you very Scan his feet. Phazon crystals are powering a protective barrier. An explosion near his feet would probably destroy them. Alright. That's hit. Come on, please. Open up. Really? Let's get rid of the Phazon real quick. The main issue is getting health back right now. Oh God. He has another core, by the way, in the back. There we go. Let's not get him these orbs. Come on, please open up. All right. Last core in the back. There we go. That should have done it. And our Phazon grows. Which is not great. Well, Samus is puking blue, so that's not great too. But she immediately like puts her hat back on. What do we have? What do we get? Oh yeah, these are like hyper mode abilities, right? Armor suit upgrade acquired. Hyper ball online. While in hyper mode, press C to enter mothball, then press and hold A to use the hyper ball. I remember this one. Well, whatever's producing the Phazon is this thing. Or what's in the core. Seems like a live entity of sorts. It's weird. Let's send all of our Phazon to it. Which in turn completely overloads it. And one down, two more to go. At least the thing that produces Phazon in Brio's orbit is gone.
Brio is now saved from further Phazon corruption. Thank you, Samus. Your next objective will be Elysia. Though Gore is stationed there, the Leviathan's Phazon contamination is still spreading. The impact point is hidden deep within the storm clouds of this planet. You will not be able to reach its location. Instead, you may land near an automated research facility floating high above the surface, where GF Aurora Unit 217 is stationed. Unit 217 has been infected by the corruption virus and is currently offline. I have uploaded a program to your suit that will purge any traces of corruption in the AU and restore its functionality.
Alright.
Once Unit 217 has been restored, it will help us find a way to destroy the Leviathan. We are concerned about Gore ever since he lost contact with us. We hope he is safe. Good luck, Samus.
Okay. I have to check my corruption levels now, right? Phazon level 25%. Well, this ain't great. Okay, we are done with Brio basically, so it's great that we can go to Elysia next. We're not fully done with Brio. We're going to get back to Brio. At points. But Elysia is next. I've always enjoyed Elysia quite a bit. Can be a little bit of a clusterfuck getting anywhere within this, but yeah, you can kind of see the Leviathan core down there. But it's pretty cool. Alright. So now that we're finished with Brio, we could actually read the rest of the logbook entries for Brio. Struggle of Exiles. As the followers of the primal tradition celebrated their victory, a number of surviving science lords gathered in a hidden sanctuary. It was there that our foolishness became obvious, and we regretted ignoring the Choser's warning. We realized the folly of following the ways of science with blind faith, and the peril of all Brio. The contamination left from the battles was spreading, and would soon scour the remaining fertile lands, leaving naught but ash. If left unaided, Brio would lose what few safe lands and water remained. Once more, our great minds turned to a grand task, planetary salvation. As our enemies searched the lands for us, the last lords of science, we created our final machines and launched them into the heavens. Salvation. The great machines of the science lords performed flawlessly. They absorbed the toxins and pollution in the air and soil, preserving the remaining fertile land of Brio. Yet the planet's climate was forever changed, leaving one side eternally scorched by the sun, the other forever in the icy grasp of darkness. The launch of the machines revealed the hidden enclave of the science lords to the former enemies. The bright lights in the skies, caused by the decontamination equipment, stirred old hatred in the hearts of the primals. Fearing a new attack, the primals sent their warriors forth to hunt their hated foes. We were now marked for death. The Hunted. The primals crafted new magics to protect their warriors and sent them into the burning wastelands to hunt the lords of science hiding there. Though we tried to avoid conflict, many science lords were found and ended by primal warbands. I was but the sole survivor, the last remaining lord of science. In order to protect myself, I adopted the wisdom once shared by the Chozo. I merged the ways of the new, science, with the ways of old, magic. I built mighty Moganars out of stone and placed them outside the walls of my home, there to silently protect me from the enemies. Decline. Forgotten in exile, a creature of myth, I, the last Lord of Science, worked tirelessly to protect myself in this world. I crafted magics and machines to bring life back to the wastelands. I found a new source of natural energy in the land and called it Fuel Gel. I vowed to atone for the devastation inflicted upon Brio, caused by both science and war. Yet, while I toiled, the primals slipped slowly into barbarism. With no science lords to hunt, they turned on each other. Tribe against tribe. Magic was lost to them, and they became as savage as the predator beasts in the wilds. Prophecy. As time slowly passed, I grew old. Even the combined power of magic and science couldn't cheat death forever. In order to preserve Brio's environment, I would need a successor. Finding one was a daunting task, for most of the folk saw me as a monster. Time passed quickly as I searched, and my efforts appeared to be in vain. Seemingly by chance, I found a young primal wandering the wastelands and rescued her. But this was not a chance encounter. She was a prophetess, tirelessly searching for the last Lord of Science to speak to about her visions. In her dreams, she saw a starborn death coming to Brio, and with her vision came a plea to save her world. Based on her information, I began work on improving the existing decontamination equipment to help prepare a defense for Brio against the eventual catastrophe. Our plea. Sadly, disaster came to us before we could even finish our work. An accident caused a supply of fuel gel to explode, sending fire to the sky and exposing our position. It was not long before a primal warband saw the great fire and rushed to attack. Without a way to power my great Moganars, I had no way to defend myself from their assaults. Fleeing would only drive them to pursue us to no end, and they would show no mercy to either one of us once caught. I had no other choice except to stand my ground while the prophetess fled to safety. With her I sent my records of the past, in hopes they would both find sanctuary. You now read my last words, etched in stone and placed by the prophetess. We speak to you from beyond the grave to plead with you. Save our world from the starborn plague. Lift the veil of hate from the eyes of our people. May our remaining relics serve you well in this struggle. Pretty interesting. We basically went through a planet's entire history in this one. You know. And I need to see if I can scan more of Elysium too. Because I don't remember the story of Elysium at all.
Samus, your highest priority is to get Skytown's Aurora unit back online. It will help you find a way to reach the seed. We will upload its coordinates to you now. Proceed with caution. Gore's whereabouts and disposition are still...
Joso Elder statue appears stuck. Arm is outstretched as if to accept an offering. Which is interesting. Elysium, I think, was part of the Chozo. I think Elysium was like a Chozo thing, right? Elysia. Sorry, I'm thinking Xenoblade 2 when I hear Elysia. Trying to scan everything until I find like what these look like, these logbook entries, because I haven't gotten all of them on Elysia. I've gotten all of them on Brio before, but not on Elysia. Skytown, Elysia. I kind of love this place, I'm not gonna lie. There's so many like hidden rails and stuff that it makes it hard to navigate sometimes, but just the atmosphere and everything around it is just amazing. You know, let's fucking go. You need to hit these in order to open these up. I just generally love, like, the atmosphere in here, you know? It has, like, a general good feel, I feel like. Mechanoid Steambot, lightweight android that is easily knocked down. This unit is active at a basic level. If lack of maintenance continues, then the unit will cease to function. Alright. Trying my best to find everything. Well, I mean, there's a platform above us that we could actually reach. We should be able to reach that one, right? Come on. I totally reached that one. There you go. Cannon is without power. Kinetic charge is sufficient to energize the system. What's this? Communication satellite has been looping the same signal for the past 208.3 years. Oh, that's how long they've been gone? It's actually crazy. that this thing has even been going for so long without them. Battery unit is connected to holographic projection disc. Unit is offline and in need of repairs. Gore's image is displayed. It is. You kind of knock them down to shoot ourselves over there. And this is like one of the easier missile expansion. Locking mechanisms activated. Simultaneous blast to all targets is required to disengage lock. Alright. Scans detect the allies within this metal are vulnerable to high temp shots could melt it. This already gives us a little bit of a hint of what items we're going to get. In this one. High temp heats. Locking mechanism that requires us firing multiple targets at once. I mean... Alright. This is crazy. Alright. Where's this leads? This requires a spider ball, which we don't have. So, good luck, I guess. What is going on here? I've been following that guy for a while. Mechanoid Steam Lord repairs fallen Steambots capable of cloaking itself. There we go. Got an energy tank out of it. It's great. Let's yank that. And let's yank this. And let's yank this. Steambot Barracks. Alright. Lift system is inactive, unable to use elevator in its current state. Mechanoid Databot. Used to store historical data. Shoot to access information. Elysian Datadock decoded. Entry discovery. Data moved to Logbook for review. We're going to read that at the end. I'm going to look out for these databots. I'm going to be looking out for these databots as much as possible. These are just small maintenance bots, by the way. They don't do anything. There's like so many pathways that we haven't taken yet. Yet I'm going to take the way forward because we are going to explore a lot of these. Safety cap is blocking access. Must be shot simultaneously. Okay. Yep. What are you, little guy? And supplying additional power to the interior pod chamber. There's just so many entries and exit ways. Okay. We hit the jackpot with this one. Okay, let's continue, shall we? Okay, metal. Metal, metal, metal. This is the Aurora chamber. She is almost like taken over by Phazon, right? Security doors engaged. Energize lock with a kinetic charge to gain chamber access. So we can't reach the Aurora unit yet. Because we need some way to get a kinetic charge in there. Alright. Well, this is weird. Gore's powered battle armor. Suit is expanded and empty. Engines have recently been used. The Gore is still around, huh? But doesn't seem like he took his battle armor with him. In here, literally nothing. I think his battle suit is gone. Another one of these. Skybridge here. But yeah, we are making a way for Elysia. It seems like. This whole thing seems greatly unstable, I have to say. That was it. I don't fully remember these enemies at all. All right. We don't make it back this way again. I have no idea how this planet was chosen, by the way. Are these just chosen so that they can, like, breed, like, Phazon planets? The Leviathans? Like, these are empty planets that they want to use to produce Phazon. Like, I mean, Phazon in itself seems to be, like, a very parasitic sort of energy that will try to procreate itself by feasting on others. You know? Showing me that, I would have probably figured it out myself. It is the game is handholdy, and it shows in a lot of things. This safety clamp is securing the hatch in place. Remove the clamp to open the hatch. Can I? Okay. Is there something for me to get here? Oh, I needed to do this. Okay. I always think I find like a new thing to do, and then it turns out I just needed to do this. It feels like there's something nearby. At least I can hear an upgrade. Maybe that's just me? Can't get on top of it. Alright. God damn it. Alright. A lot of these areas are pretty straightforward, I would say. This. Crane unit is energized. Engage manual console control unit to move the crane into. I think there's something in there if you go from the top. Okay. Well, let me move over. I wonder how much of Elysia we're going to do today. Okay. There's literally nowhere I can go. But yeah, I wonder how much of it we'll be able to do today. compared to Dune. I don't know when we'll play. It's probably going to be next Tuesday. I want to make Friday a Pokemon Legends CA day. So Friday we're probably going to be playing Pokemon Legends. Yeah, that just leads back down. You're not fooling me, game. There's a data unit. Elysian data dock decoded. Entry Steambot. Data moved to. Okay. Got something new, at least. I'm going to scan most of these. You know. There's one section in Elysia, by the way, I consider like one of the worst sections in Metroid in terms of horror aesthetic. It's very, very tense in my opinion. Maybe I won't feel it this time. But I feel that it's very tense, so... I knew it. Defense drone. Mechanoid defense drone. Antennas appear to be fragile. Control unit inside armored helmet. Come on. Stop jumping around like that. I like the bosses in this a lot more than the second games, I have to say, even though like they're a lot more visually, they are a lot less imaginative, but they are easier to figure out. They're a lot better to figure out, I feel like. I didn't like the way like the second game especially did its bosses. Most of them were not that great. I think the first game was fine in terms of bosses. I think the second game didn't do the bosses very, very well in my opinion. I hate these. Defense drone. Alright. That was it, right? Oh, there's a picture of Gore in the background at all times. It's haunting a little bit. boost ball. Right. By the way, I love these dynamo structures that require the boost ball to work. Could have probably looked around a bit more. That's what I wanted to do real quick. We don't need to, but I want to check out if there's anything to scan down here. We haven't. Turbine is supplying power to the lock mechanism. Overloading the system may disable the lock. Lock is engaged and energized by multiple nearby power sources. Destroy the sources to gain entry. I don't think this is something we can do yet. Probably something we have to come back for. Doesn't seem like we can overload anything with anything, really. You know, but with the boost ball, the good thing is, with the boost ball, we have access to a bunch of stuff in here. No. Fuck you guys. I think I need to take a break a little bit. I was hoping I wouldn't need to, but this is another thing you can overload. Energy switch requires additional power to activate the connection lift system. Tight corridors, it's actually not easy to fight. And boom! All the way over there. I love how these are statues of the Chozo, by the way. GF database accessed. File Chozo boss represents Drin, a key scientist in power suit technology. Interesting. This. This is also locked by energy. So do we get something? We'll probably get something to... that we can override this, right? With more energy. Along the way. Yeah, Gore's suit is still here. So we've already discovered like a portion of Elysia. Let's go to the Aurora unit first. Alright. We need access to the Aurora unit's chamber, which, you know. We can easily do like this.
The Aurora unit is corrupted and requires repair. Opening maintenance level hatch.
All right. I mean, these bots really don't do much. They're not the strongest, honestly. Are they infinitely respawning? Is that what's happening? Right. Let's load the vaccine in there. Vaccine successfully uploaded. AU Phazon corruption level at 0.00%. Save the Aurora unit. Thanks. Okay. Alright. What is going on here?
This turn of events is insignificant. I'll show you what I mean. Up there! The network's been severed. You have no chance of destroying the scene unless you restore the Aurora unit.
Fuck. I knew Gore was also taken over.
What a terrible dream we were having. Thank you for purging our Phazon corruption and allowing us to awaken. There is much to do. We have communed with AU-242 on Olympus and learned that a Leviathan impacted Elysia and began spreading corruption. We must destroy this Leviathan and stem the tide of corruption as soon as possible. We have a plan, but Gore's attack severed key communication cables, disrupting our access to Skytown's primary network. This prevents us from controlling Skytown and executing our plan to destroy the Leviathan. Gore's plasma cannon should be able to fuse together the severed cables. We must ask you to hunt him down. Gore may have changed, Samus. Be prepared to deal with that. Good luck.
Logbook updated. The problem is the game doesn't tell you where he is to hunt him down. Explicitly. But there is literally no other path to take right now. I hate this. I hate these, by the way. I don't like them. The longer you go in this place, the less these make sense. That they still attack you like this. It's just annoying. And it's an annoyance you have to go through with every time to do this, you know? Oh my god, that was close. Fuck off! Seriously. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh come on, I do hit them. All of them. Yeah, this is an annoyance you have to deal with on the regular, and it's not that great, honestly. I am aiming directly towards them. Directly at them. God. Are you fucking joking? These are so annoying. They were just consistent, you know? Like, when you're aiming at them, you're actually hitting them, but they aren't.
Ship status alert. Unknown entity approaching. Commencing hull lockdown.
There, we got it. We get an alert from our ship that some unknown entity is approaching it. And this gives us like an idea on where to go. Not this way, this way. Okay, we got that one already. There's another thing we can energize. Alright. Say with the boost ball we can also use half pipes, obviously. God damn it. Wasn't there something in there? Oh yeah, for the spider ball. Again, this one. Control terminal operates nearby gates, interacts with terminal. Never scanned those ones before, right? Alright. This. And
Ship priority status alert. Hull armor taking damage.
okay. Been here, done that. Okay. Let's leave. Oh! Didn't see that earlier. Now I've seen it. Could go over there. That would like save us a lot of trouble. Okay. Go back to our ship and see what damage is done to it. We haven't actually got this one. Elysian data dock decoded. Entry gift. Data moved to Logbook for review. Alright. I really need to find all of the Elysia logbook entry. How many do we have? 8 out of 12. That means 4 that we haven't discovered yet. I need to really pay close attention to these small data log guys. I hate these. I don't think we have a save station in between, right?
Ship priority status alert. Warning. Hull integrity is compromised. Armor damage is critical.
Let's go see what's up with our ship. You fucking bastard.
Just in time. Catch!
God damn. He really doesn't like our ship.
Don't you feel the power? Soon everything will be corrupted, including you.
Morphology Gore. Shield repels all weapon fire, powered by a unit on his back. He leaves these lava puddles. You need to actually strafe for this, I think. There we go. Alright, Gore. You're literally nothing without your power suit, huh? Let's scan this phase of Gore. Lower targets appears to be connected to Gore's main CPU, vulnerable to ground attacks. What's this? Interior alloy appears to be highly susceptible to extreme heat. Okay. Go. All right, Gore. Gore can now enter hyper mode to increase his defensive abilities, susceptible to phase and energy. I love how Samus keeps shooting at her. Fuck. Well, Gore's gone. All that remains is his plasma beam. It doesn't work. Armor suit upgrade acquired. Plasma beam online. Fire the plasma beam with A. The plasma beam is capable of melting certain metals. Yeah, we should get our ship repaired before we take off again. Really. Oh, this doesn't look good. But yeah, it replaces our current beam. It's not like in the first game where we can switch. It just replaces it. Because we now have hyper mode on plus. You know? Like our plus is now hyper mode instead of beam switching. So there's no beam switching in this game. We just have whatever is the strongest beam possible. Save. Yeah, we can fly away with a ship currently. We need to get it repaired before we can go anywhere. I think we'll go talk to the Aurora unit and then end the stream. You saw all of this metal around, right? Now with the plasma beam, we can actually melt it. Get more items that way. I think there might be as many missile expansions in this game as there are for the other games. It's just that they are hidden less. Like they are less hidden. And they're just more obvious and they're not as hard to come by, you know? I hate that I have to go by these rails again. I never imagined that I would play Metroid Prime 3 this soon, by the way. I was always like, should I play Metroid Prime on this channel or should I not? But now that Metroid Prime 4 is like literally nearing, it's actually great to play Metroid Prime 3, you know? I'm like scanning them 50 times. Now that's different. Holographic projectile is tied into Skytown's main network. No signal is being received. Now that Gore's gone. Don't receive a signal anymore. The thing is, it always feels like Gore was more sentient than everyone else in this one. Like, Rondas, I think, was not... Did he talk? I don't think so, right? So he definitely was more sentient than Rondas. Because Rondas didn't talk at all. He was just like... He was just like gone. Gone. Didn't seem like there was anything in there still. Okay, this is where the Aurora unit is, right? We can now actually melt this. We melt this city. By the way, the plasma beam can open red doors. So yeah, now that we are here, I'm going to go down there in the maintenance shaft. Here we go. And we are going to interact. And the plasma beam gives us also the ability to mend these connections. Basically, like, reforge them, mold them with high temperature. A little bit precise. Was that it? Only this one? Okay. But yeah, this would not have been possible without the plasma beam. But we needed to defeat Gore. Okay. They're also getting a little less handholdy. I have a feeling like Brio was very handholdy, where they were telling me, go there, do that, go there, do that. They are not doing that anymore. They are trusting me at this point to get it right, you know?
Thank you, Samus. We have restored our connection to Skytown's network. Now we can execute our plan to destroy the Leviathan. We must first disable the Leviathan's protective shield. Unfortunately, the generator for this shield is hidden beneath the dense clouds of Elysia, and so is impossible to reach directly. As an alternative to destroying the generator, we have calculated that a massive thermonuclear explosion would likely destroy the shield itself. This facility possesses the components to create such a device. We would like you to build this device and drop it on the Leviathan's shield. Unfortunately, the components are too large for you to lift unaided. You will need assistance to move and assemble them. There is a Federation landing site far to the east of Skytown. You will be able to find something to help you there. We will upload the current map data of this area to your suit. This should help you get started. Good luck, Samus.
You have downloaded the map for this area. Alright. Let me... So yeah, we're building a nuke, basically, in order to get in there. Airdock Power Works. I mean, that's not a huge map. If we're looking at it, for Elysia, landing site A. Security station. Yeah, there's definitely not a huge map. But it's not all of Elysia, obviously, but these areas are not that big. I'm going to go save real quick, and then we're going to end the stream. Let me save. There we go. Here we go, and here we go. Alrighty, thank you guys so much for watching. And yeah, if you want to see more Metroid Prime, as usual, please leave a like and subscribe. It helps my channel out quite a lot. And tomorrow we're playing Pokemon Legends ZA. So I'm hoping you guys are ready for that. Thank you guys so much for watching today's stream. It was a lot of fun, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Trilightning out.